I think you're right. I think it will be an A/. The thing is, it doesn't matter, right? The way that NIP have drafted, it doesn't matter.
It's a great first pick draft.
There is no
this
one.
Is a great
there
first
is no
draft.
3. They're playing this game with 3 2s, and then both of their supports will be active. All 3 of their cores are sort of self-sufficient in lane, and you can kill with them quite easily. They are also survivable in different reasons. You have one hero that'll buy a fast BKB, a Leshtarak that's very mobile, and then a Bristle that's just going to tank up. I like the Quap because
the Lone Druid Bear refused to act as a hero-controlled unit.
It was interesting. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, you're making me rack my brain.
I seem to remember it being a Naga game and Loda was playing, but those are the only 2 things about it I remember, and it being 100-minute plus.
Yeah,
as far as what they were saying, so to break this down a little bit, I agree with the idea that NIP's lineup will be taking towers really early, and what Alliance have is this really powerful team fight with a lot of stuns. Something I don't really like too much about their lineup, they have like no immediate synergy with Soulbind, which is generally what you're looking for when you pick Grimstroke, right? Like some sort of double Stormhammer or
a Doom or whatever.
Double Fatal Bonds, double Doom, whatever it could be. All right, somebody's very loud in the crowd. That's great to see.
They know how to whistle.
But yeah, so if Alliance don't do well in lanes, they could lose the map really quickly just because their heroes need a bit of time. Centaur needs to get an item, maybe Crimson Guard or Dagger, whichever route he chooses to go. Shaker needs a Dagger. Historically, I've had a bit of a problem with these lanes where you play 2 Dagger. I wouldn't say Centaur's Dagger dependent, but he really likes it, right? Having these 2 heroes lane together, because if this lane gets lost, there's so much of a timing loss for Alliance here. So I'm a bit concerned about this off lane for them, to be honest.
That body block, like Tiger actually, he fissure blocked the wave to hold it back and still Ace's body block kept it at the tier 1 tower. So they're not even out of position. The lane I'm actually kind of interested in just because of the way we saw Alliance really step up yesterday. It's Koitva. Like, this Queen of Pain, how is she meant to match up against now what is a Leshrac? Because the Gyrocopter decided, like, okay, well, I need to go somewhere else, not up against the Queen of Pain.
I think this was the plan from the beginning. I think Chen Gyro is a really great lane. Gyrocopter has a lot of damage output. He just needs something to go in first and go in front and create space, and that's what Chen can do with it. If he finds a good creep with Hold Duration, he can do that. Lesh versus Quap, I think it's a pretty even matchup. Leshrac is probably going to max Lightning Storm and stun and then find the farm he can.
That Inkswell really needed to connect. McKay's coming over, and with a fissure block up, they weren't expecting the rotation to arrive. And 33, we've seen him doing this so much with the Bristleback, just abusing the back lane, but now gets punished. First Blood Alliance.
Yeah, at the same time, Boxy's getting decent experience bottom. That's one of the advantages. Whenever you have the Shaker, he can fissure twice and leave the lane, and Centaur will at least get this level 2 for free. The question right now is what creep is Chen going to get? He actually has no camp. The camp is blocked, and the big camp has small Centaurs, which are Garbo tier. So he's got to go somewhere else, and it's 2 minutes and he hasn't actually really done anything yet. That doesn't feel very good.
Yeah. It's like, I want to scale something. That's what you want to do first, and have a reason to do so.
I think he might open this camp now. Yeah, he will.
Yeah, one quick sentry. It'll still take some time, though. Like, you need next camp to spawn up. Top lane, a little bit of trouble, as it is going to be Suxa trying to get back down the river, but won't happen. Insania holding the Stroke of Fate for the perfect time. I also love the way he actually started that top lane against 33. He actually used the neutral camp to hit with the Stroke of Fate just to make sure he got the extra buff. Koitva's, okay. Really just going toe-to-toe with Fata, but he doesn't want that. Blink away, salve up. Back to safety in the farm.
Yeah, Fata does seem to be winning this lane a little bit.
They're going again.
Yeah, he's toast.
Inkswell, control. They're just trying to get in front of him on all 3 sides. 33 will at least get a lot of cool spray damage, but once again, he'll go down. 3 kills now for Alliance to an unanswered 0 of NIP.
All 3 sides.
Oh, that is
well, there's technically 4 sides.
Bristleback is a triangle, I see.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You know what? Sim was giving me crap during the drafting phase just for some other stuff, and he actually wrecked Kyle as well. It's like, I should watch what I say, but already, I'm 3 minutes into this game, and I've already hit lethal.
Kyle, man. Okay. So, yeah, great start from Alliance. They're up 1K in 3 minutes. They've stabilized basically all 3 lanes. The mid lane is kind of a slight loss for Koitva, but it's so little that we can call it a draw. Troll's having an awesome time. And the Centaur, because he was playing against this Chen, has been also having. He's actually surrounded. Okay, now he's going to be fine though.
on all four sides.
Chen is fast,
a little bit of trouble. Boxy going to get back under the tower. If he's going to get the kill with the double edge, Boxy does get it before death.
I'll gladly take that.
We did all that with the speed creep.
Man, this is a okay. So we've seen a game earlier this tournament where PPD had really high impact on the Chen and did so many good moves. This is the reason. These 4 minutes are the reason that I'm so unsure about Chen as a hero, because like
sometimes he's the greatest, sometimes he's just like...
There's just this element of, okay, if you have one camp blocked and you don't realize it fast enough, what creep are you going to get? And then when you open it, okay, then you find this Kobold Foreman who's, I don't know, not particularly helpful. Is that fair to say? I think that's fair to say.
He's good at making money once he's got money. That's how the Kobolds work, right?
He's good at running fast.
He's got a cup. The beggar of the neutral camps.
I've always found it weird that you get a speed aura from running around with a wine glass. That's not really how it works in real life, in my experience.
Alcohol warp
kind of
speed.
the other way around.
Maybe he's got the special
confidence
juice.
Aura. Let's get some bounty runes. Insania will be thrown away. No, he good Great Fisher again from Taiga.
Still had to get these chains done, so Saksa can't go anywhere apart from down. One more attack from Mickey will do it. And PPD was still able to get the bounty runes on bottom. So
Alliance or NIP got 3 runes at the very least here. And you just see Boxy, he's gonna keep skipping this wave. Looks like he might go for a double bracer build, or at least one value bracer for the build up. Magic resistance is great against both Gyro and Leshrac, so I think it's a nice choice. Oh, there's the recall bottom.
Yeah, bring in the Rubik, and this is where Chen's meant to have a purpose. And they're waiting for the right time, pick him up, throw him back, get the chain sounds going, while Fada being initiated on by 3 in the mid lane. So will both ganks be successful? 3 required from both sides to make it work. But Leshrac for Centaur. I think you're gonna take that if you're Alliance. Keep that Leshrac down, because he needs his farm, right? Like this Leshrac isn't a hero that like can fight against Alliance unless he's got a large amount of items or life, mainly.
Yeah, playing against multiple stuns and reach, I would say, is annoying as Leshrac. Shaker can actually be a really annoying matchup. Just the fissure coming out when you're trying to run people down with Edict or when you're trying to take towers. Something like Soulbind is also pretty difficult to deal with, so absolutely he needs to get some key items in this game to be really impactful. But the big thing about this, honestly, more than anything, is that Chen had some success, and now I'm just curious to see how does Peter make his next move. Like I said earlier, we had a game earlier in this tournament where PPD did a lot with Chen. I think it was the only game of Chen that we've seen where I felt like, okay, this was really worth the pick, and they third picked it. In this game, it was the overall first pick. And so far, I have not really seen the first pick value.
Yeah.
But perhaps when they come together and he hits level 6 and they start taking towers with Leshrac and Gyro, it might still all be worth it.
It's still that like ability to turn this game into a bit more of a global kind of presence. Like that's where the Chen's able to drag you from one side to the other. Maybe he's able to like do what they did previously with the gank. Alliance looking for their own gank to bottom. Stampede being committed. Now let Kuiper close the distance. A quick call down, and I don't think it'll still be enough. Ace is trying to survive a Sonic Wave. All right, Kuiper wants him down and dusted.
That's a good kill. Is that the highest net worth? It's the highest net worth.
#1 net worth in NIP.
Yeah.
This actually allows Troll Warlord now to break ahead. He's already up there by about 400-ish.
Yep. He's enjoying it. I mean, this is what usually happens when you lane against Bristleback with a tri-lane and the Bristle plus support can't fight into you. The hero generally falls behind a little bit. Then you can go and recover with Ancients, or not Ancients, but rather these stack camps over in the triangle that 33 got. So he's actually got the same net worth as his mid Leshrac, even though he has 2 deaths. So his game is not all that bad. But of course, Troll has already been enabled and can just start jungling as much as he likes. He's level 8 already on Mickey with the max rolling axis for the farming speed with Clarities.
This feels really early to have 3 cores in one lane. NIP have pulled them all up to the top lane to push down the tower. Fada can do it decently quick. It's only 2 points in the Edict.
They need to give space to their supports to get levels. That's why they're doing this. Saksa is level 4 and PPD is level 3, and they need experience.
Who from Alliance will come to defend? Troll Warlord's in the neighborhood, and he's going to find Ace. So quick homing missile just lets him keep track of Mickey. And there's more support coming. TP in from Grimstroke. Kuiper's rotating up around the back. Does not have the Sonic Wave because they burned it on the bottom. But it is forcing rotations. but they're already leaving. The track went back towards mid because they're wrapping around the mid to try and
Oh,
work
that
with the
wasn't even
Chen and
close.
Tiger. Yeah, they needed that that stun to connect so the Centaur could reach.
Yeah.
There's no troll
far
trap.
off.
There's no other controller apart from that Centaur stomp that PPD was bringing in.
Maybe the Wolf can tackle him.
Welcome to the new ability.
It would actually-
Wolf gets like pounce, like Slark pounce.
I think it would be cool if we had a couple more neutral creep abilities. I don't know if tackle would be the one I would go for, but it could be fun with a couple
Can you
more
make it
actives.
happier? Like, we're meant to be like accommodating to mainstream audiences. Like why do you have like Entangle from Lone Druid's
happy
Bear?
tackle, then.
Like, like a happy hug. You get a happy hug.
From a Wolf?
You just got HH'd. Like from the big bear of Lone Druid.
That means something else that you don't want to say on
I-
the broadcast. So, but,
Okay.
But we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Okay, 1K.
PPD's on the front out of here, trying to get out of the call down. Turns around for half a second. As Mickey, he is out of it.
30 seconds for the bounties.
I don't know, you're double wasted. PPD, yeah, he's going to lose both of his creeps and probably... No, they're not committing
actually
for his
letting him
life.
live. I guess they were reading this rotation, and maybe they were scared of a pull with Divine Favor. That's always the thing with Chen. If you're not fully paying attention and you're not sure, there could always be that +1 reinforcement coming, and they know NIP will be fighting for these bounty runes. NIP are very systematic in their approach to getting runes.
Now, Peter has pushed it finally one bar too far. But 33 is doing that stack farming.
How many runes did Lions get? 3? 2?
Hey, that's...
Oh, there's still one that wasn't picked up. So they've got 2, and there's the third one on the bottom that they can go get whenever they feel like. There's no NIP heroes even in the
there you
vicinity of
go.
that.
We have a graphic just for your questions, and
Yeah, there you see. There's only 3 picked up
that's
out of
1
4.
and 2. Boxy will go back for it later on. See, it gains in value. It's like bury a bounty rune.
I'm waiting for this. Okay, so did Chen read a book already?
He
He did. The other book goes to Soxa, it looks like. So Peter will be getting his level 6 in a moment. He's finally got some decent creeps here. He's got the Centaur as well as a Wild Wing. And just one more creep experience would get him up to level 6. And this is a big timing. We need to... Hand of God used to not be that good from Chen, but it's been buffed multiple times, and along with the heal increase from Divine Favor, this skill is actually really powerful. And I think now is the timing when NIP will want to try to group up and take towers. I imagine he will summon Fata to the top lane very soon with those 3 points in Edict and get this tier 1.
Maybe
Let's
just
see.
bring the Rubik as well. He's just hit his level 6 as well. Inkswell from Boxy will not be able to connect. As I'll remove as well from my dictionary. It looks like NIP will take
They
that
didn't
tier
need the
1
Lesh.
tower. No, they didn't.
Okay. You've got to keep up the momentum, though, as NIP. I don't think you're satisfied with just getting this tower. You've got to get to the next and the next again. Mid-tier 1 tower would be a great pickup for them. As Alliance, they're going to try.
They're posturing like they want to come and fight. Rubik is beginning his own
he
TP,
got
but the
netted.
Troll Trap. Tiger trapped up, the Centaur able to get the chain storm. We've got a homing missile coming in, plus the call down. A quick stampede allows Tiger to disengage out of this while Koifa jumps in with a Sonic Wave, killing off Jarakotta. But 33's been stacking up all these cool sprays, and Koifa won't survive in the stolen Sonic Wave. Of course, Sux is going to have that available. Centaur and Quap for the trade of the Gyrocopter. And Alliance, they were the ones they were the ones that wanted to instigate, but really it all started on the back of Chen.
Yeah, that was great. Really good creep control from Peter there, getting the root, or getting the ensnare into the Centaur stomp, forcing Stampede to just keep the Shaker alive, and Taiga couldn't get back into the fight. He didn't die, but he had 0 fight impact except from 1 fissure because he couldn't re-engage, so...
And look at him
effectively
push.
took him out of the fight. Yep.
Look, there's so much damage already just through the Bristleback's physical.
I think you gotta pull Lesh for this one if you want to go, though.
Yeah, well, they're TPing
he's
around
got-
the
he's
corner.
going mid, maybe?
Tiger, he's right on top of the Observer Ward. He can body block, actually just fissure block 33 and doesn't connect on the stump, but that's why you've got the Inkswell. They don't have the damage output, and they're stacking too high for the core spray. So Koifa into the back lines, looking for Suxa, and he wants to keep on this one, however, doesn't have the big Sonic Wave available. The Chen army hanging with him for the moment. Suxa's going to go down, and the call down was waiting for some kind of retreat, but instead, NIP, they have to chase Alliance back to the tier 2 tower. The Troll Trap can control Meche for just a little bit longer, but Boxy, he's got to get out of here. There's 4 cool spray stacks with Vada turning on the Pulse Nova. He's burning through Koifa as well as Boxy. Boxy's already down Meche. He goes back in again. He's actually getting the swings out. 33, stunned up, rooted up. Tiger Echo slams him down so Meche can stand and fight. They're going to kill off all the cores of the NIP. Chen is the only one out. An Alliance, man, that is one hell of a way to stand your ground on what had to be a beastic of life.
Yeah, and that seemed like a little bit of miscommunication from an IP, to be honest. Peter got out way early. He TP'd away ages before the fight even really broke out. and therefore they don't have the Divine Favor to pull heroes into position in time, and it is effectively just a 4-on-5 fight. And this call down hits absolutely nothing. Just a really a series of miscues from NIP. This was not that pretty of a fight from them, but Alliance, really nice heads-up play from Mickey here, and good assist coming in from Tiger here. I actually think this Echo Slam, it doesn't look like much, but it might have made just the difference to keep Mickey alive in the end.
It's that half-a-second stun he needed, right? And even Koifa, like Koifa was on nothing, and he still landed a scream to get that extra bit of damage to bring him down. So Alliance, it's kind of funny, we've seen these guys dive crazily into engagements where they look like absolute fools, and then they have moments like this where everything is just perfect. Perfect position, perfect timing. And that gets them into the lead as far as net worth. It's not by much, but it's really allowing Mickey just to stand up. 7.5k net worth, completed Diffusal Blade, and now going in for the Maelstrom on this Troll.
I think part of the problem for NIP in these fights is that Leshrac is not there from the beginning. I think this is the second or third fight in a row where Fada shows up in the end. And I understand he doesn't want to get jumped, but you have to have something that chains with the Rubik stun. You have no other follow-up except a call down, but that one just gets stampeded every time, right? So you have to be able to chain. Atos is close for Fata. That will be a bit of a game changer. Will allow him to catch the Queen of Pain reliably as well. And this time around, they have brought the Leshrac, but Alliance seem uninterested.
Yeah,
they're not even going to come up here.
And when the smoke breaks, Alliance, that Observer Ward they still have down. So PPD at least gets an Observer and Sentry down himself. The Dire scan and it pings correctly. That's the gyrocopter that's inside of that.
Alliance know they're up here. They look at the map, and with the wards they have, it's very obvious that this movement is happening, whether they're smoked or not.
And they didn't want it anyway. Like, the ES is just about to complete his Blink Dagger. In fact, as I say that, he now has it.
It's good timing.
So they've got their initiation available. Troll can add pressure in towards the mid lane. Koifa's farming up the bottom. And your tier 2 tower's not even going to go down.
NIP are kind of hitting a wall. It's just going a bit too slow. Let's see if they find something here. Foxy is trying to get a read.
The Observer and Sentry gives him a little bit of a slow onto Ace, and Fada is waiting in the tree line to initiate. It's a good Centaur stun, but they can't follow up. Getting hit by that Stroke of Fate. NIP loses so much of their momentum, and of course the Chen army goes down.
And Rubik just stole
Double Edge.
Probably the worst spell he can steal the whole game. I don't think there's anything worse than this. Maybe Enchant Totem. But even then, that might be better sometimes. This is a very, very useless spell to have as Rubik. You want to get rid of it as soon as possible. Get something else. He was hoping to get the Hoof Stomp for sure. In that, with the lens, he can pretty easily reach Telekinesis, toss into himself, and then Hoof Stomp. It's a very long stun chain with the 3 points in Arcane Supremacy he currently has, if he can grab that spell. But Foxy was quick to double edge the creeps, so didn't get that.
This farm speed of the Troll is just really, like, it's 16 minutes in. He's got the Maelstrom coming out in the Courier in a second, and he's looking at the BKB. Like, NIP, it feels like they're going to have a large amount of problems actually just surviving against the Troll. As long as Troll hits his axes, I'm uncertain exactly how NIP are meant to do the damage, because Leshrac can't stand in this. He's at 5.5k net worth. And you got the double crowns to give you some survivability. Insania already feeling the pressure. Stroke of Fate, they're easily dodged. And in fact, stolen by the Rubik.
They found 4 heroes though, and it gives Alliance the confidence to push the bottom tier 2. The question is if they want to try to defend this afterwards, or if they're just going to take the trade. Make it pushing mid. He could finish this tower. Yeah, he's changing his mind and is going back for it. I think that's definitely the play you make here.
They may even get their own fight. ES is looking for something to initiate onto. Echo Slam is up and Ace is on top of the creep wave. So if Ace wants to show himself for half a second, you know that's going to be the easiest Echo Slam jump of your life. Get the stuns. Koifa's there to help out. With the fissure, there's just non-stop control, and there was nothing Ace could do about that. Alliance just waiting for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they get the tower, and they're going to keep snowballing down. Oh, he's actually going to find 33. Is he going to defuse and start? No.
No.
He's not. That is a pretty annoying item to play against as Bristleback, though. Got to remember how mana-dependent this core is and how little he wants to buy BKB. When it comes to extended fights, Mickey could drain all his mana and render him relatively useless. Got to keep those stacks up. Has got the Crimson Guard, though. That is a big item for 33. Are we close to one on Centaur? He's not even buying one.
No,
I'm actually
he went
surprised.
pipe into Blink Dagger, sitting underneath his own shrine as 33, trying to get in there. That's a rather large army from Chen. Because now back up. The Observer Ward's going to time out in a second as well, so NIP are going to lose that vision inside at least the upper part of the Dire jungle. But Koifa's been farming this entire time. He's finished up an Orchid. Another way to just get this easier control, especially if, as you said, like Bristle doesn't want to build into BKB, if you want to just stop him from doing any kind of quills.
think Lotus Orb is super good this game for Bristol. He's going to get it later, I'm pretty sure. For now, it's Halberd. Probably the best item he can get against Troll until the BKB comes out from Mickey. But even then, it's about timing. If you get it off beforehand, it's very impactful.
The Dire Scam, they see Suxka sitting behind that tier 1 tower. Fisher comes out and they just jump in with the Orchid. It's going to be Silence and Sonic Wave, but Rubik, the Hand of God, he'll actually live through this. Suxka able to survive, and while the rest of NIP rotate over, they're looking at the hillside. In fact, that's where they went for the Shrek stun, but a blink away, Koifa just moves so damn fast, he'll find Ace.
Oh, the homing missile transferred. Oh, okay, it's fine.
He's okay. Whee! We go global! Okay,
Where's the rocket?
Oh,
he's following it. That's good. That is really nauseating. Good job, JJ.
Yeah, that's just
or Weapus, whoever it is.
Just the way she throws her head down. I think it's Weapus is doing all the observing, I believe. JJ's there to help out and press some buttons. So the tier 1 tower's been taken up on the top lane.
Boxy has a lot of stacks right now on Retaliate. He could proc it if he wants to. He's saving the stacks though. 13 is the max, so we'll be ready for a team fight to hit really hard or to go and take towers at some point if necessary. But good job from him still. He got 2/3 of that.
Time to come bottom. That's an army to kill. The Centaur will sign him the second he comes out of it, however. That's still going to be a 3 bounty rune. Actually, no, it was bottled up. But it'll still be 3 bounty runes going the way of NIP.
Yeah. You kind of just have this feeling of the tempo in this game that NIP can't really successfully take towers and put pressure or get Roshan for now. I wonder what timing they're waiting for, if they want the Gyro to get the BKB, which is 2k gold away first, or if they want both Gyro and Lesh BKBs before they fight. Because they're getting blown apart by these stuns and all this magic damage. The Troll is kiteable for their lineup, and it's always dangerous for Troll to use Battle Trance in a team fight against Bristleback, because he can just turn his back on you and tank you the whole fight. So I guess you just have to wait for these BKBs. It feels bad, but it's probably the best play that you have to slow things down a bit.
Rod of Atos is up. That's maybe not the greatest target they wanted. Pipe's already been triggered. Boxy will Stampede, try and run away. He's done 1 from PPD, was unable to be followed up with any other one.
Yeah.
But Stampede has been burnt defensively. What do you get, Suxer? Okay, sure. You'll take it. Ruby's got a staff as well, so it makes sense he can use Stroke of Fate.
This is one of, I don't know, like compared to every other game we've seen this tournament, almost this game seems so quiet. You know, it's like
yeah.
There's just there's the suspense of what's going to happen next. I mean, this is the closest game I've cast so far, so it's great. Right? We've had I've had 4 stomps here, more or less.
The last game I got to cast with you was that was actually the biggest stomp of the entire tournament. High 33, Orchid sounds him up, then Tiger's going to Fissure block him in. Is there going to be a follow up? It's coming in, but it's coming in from NIP. And Alliance already feel it, and they will back up.
Yeah.
And it feels like everyone's just so damn tanky that you can't get the kill and get out without these bigger items arriving. Ooh, smoke from Alliance. They want to reveal the Blink Dagger on Centaur, who's TPing in right now. Soulbind on 33 as well as Fada. Hold him in position. Mekay into the back lines. Really trying to make sure that Lashraken's gone. He's able to do so. Then turn the attention over towards with the stomp. They keep the Bristleback in position. He can't turn his back when he's stunned like that. Both heroes down, and of course, as the way it normally goes, when you say something can't be done, it's then proven wrong. Well done, Alliance.
That was a great Soulbind. Had to set the whole thing up there. Insania with the Itherlands saw the opportunity, bound them together. It sucks getting Soulbind as Lesh. This hero is really a lot about movement. Oh, Sucks is dead too. Oh, no, they don't see him. Okay. He's fine.
He's, wait.
They actually
what?
They actually just didn't see him in the fog.
If they walked 1 inch to the north, you would have seen him around the corner. And then Koifer even just TPs out. I was like, oh, no, screw this. I need to push waves or do something else. A Rubik is beneath me.
I saw I can't believe that you couldn't see him.
Yeah,
it really looked like he would be visible in there. But okay.
There was 1 tree.
There was one tree.
One tree.
There was 1 tree.
Oh, Mekay is now taking the ancient stack of NIP. Koifer has just been spending so much time on this bottom lane as well. And he's been there solo. The experience is just going to be going like higher and higher for Alliance. Like it's already 8,000. Oh, Saxa. He's caught out. Fissure block. Don't let him into the trees. This is his natural environment. Waiting for the totem follow-up stun. There's still more support arriving. As Zyxa is locked in position, so Boxy can bring him down.
Oh, they even wasted Hand of God trying to keep both him and the Leshrac alive.
Oh
so
boy.
That's a big ulti down. Chen's impact in the coming fight will be very limited, and this mid tower will fall. You would imagine Alliance might actually just transition this into Roche. They have 30 seconds.
You've got Troll Warlord.
Mika has lifesteal, so...
They're blinking forward, looking for extra targets, like killing off part of the Chen army. The Troll Trapper is a good one to get. But yeah, go for Roshan. The fact you got these kills without having to expend a 10-second BKB. Well, they want towers first. Tier 2 tower on top. They're even battling backdoor regeneration. And a BKB also arriving for the Queen of Pain.
I don't see what's stopping Alliance from getting this Roche if they just find any pick-off first. Do they have any smokes? There's a smoke on the Grimstroke, so they could smoke up, get a jump with Centaur. If it turns into a kill or a team fight, I feel like they're massively favored regardless, and then they can go and take Roshan. They're going to control this high ground for now. Boxy is scouting, which is very nice. Would like to see them connect a little bit closer so that they can just pounce on any opportunity NIP gives them. Imagine if they were up here right now. The game would probably just end if Alliance were showing
Quite for shows.
a couple more numbers here.
Let's see how the initiation happens.
Mika starts ticking away. He got cancelled.
On the side, Troll Warlord, this will be problematic. BKB comes up, no longer problematic with the whirling axes. Vada is dying so quickly. 33 is running through the rear. Chen's being sold up by Quoit for the moment underneath the shrine. They've got the kill and waiting the burn of the shrine. But a buyback from Leshrac, still looking to fight NIP. Centaur Wall Runner, Stampede tries to disengage until the Echo Slam! Tiger comes in, pouncing hard onto NIP. Ace can be protected by the BKB, but it came a little late. Then maybe they have the damage with a Flak Cannon from the high ground. They're actually losing players here, Alliance, but Quoitfa, he'll balance up the equation. Chasing around the tree lines, he's not being duped out again this time around. Insania will try and get some extra help to get Quoitfa out there, but the blink, it just doesn't come off cooldown in time. So at least some kind of rebuttal. 33 claiming over 1,000 gold for that death of Quoitfa. But it seemed costly to get it.
Yeah, it cost it cost NIP a lot there. The dieback Leshrac, he's so far behind now. Foxes, look at his net worth. Holy, he's 7k net worth. Minute 26, he has the same gold as the enemy position 5, who has more gold than his own position 4. So technically he's a 4, but that's not generally how this goes.
We can see the fight again. This is just the end part of it, trying to get out, and then the Echo Slam hits perfectly.
Really nice BKB usage from Ace here. If he doesn't BKB in that moment, this fight is just over, 5-0. But he gets off the BKB perfectly, gets a full flak off, gets a good call down. Did a lot of damage there. There's just this bit missing, right? The Leshrac being dead so early and not getting the damage output.
Yeah.
Bristleback needs so long to build up to start bringing these heroes down. And again, the Chen is just not really there. There isn't much coming out of him right now except his ulti, which he didn't have.
Yeah.
And he even popped the shrine and bought back, so... Or did he buy back? He just popped the shrine and died. I think he didn't even have buyback there.
He was just being chased down by Quoitfa. Like, Quoitfa's keeping control, and even if he does have the Hand of God, like, Quoitfa's jumping in and orchiding him so early on that you can't even get the right timing for it. So it seems very rough for Peter. I think the best thing he can have is like buyback, and then hit Hand of God. Because that's the way this fight just seems to be playing it every time. But it does give you hope for NIP. The amount of damage that comes out of their gyrocopter, like, it's starting to look better and better. As you said, like, just that one piece missing if they can put it in the right place.
You just feel like it won't be that big of a problem if the Centaur just buys a Crimson Guard. I don't know why that is not on the menu right now for Alliance. It's the classic item to get against the gyrocopter. It's also not that bad against Bristle. Sure, it doesn't block the quills, but there's right clicks non-stop in these fights from 2 heroes.
They're coming to find a fresh Satanic over on the Troll, but they need to come faster, Alliance, because now
Good
the runaway, the Rod of Atos, holding the Centaur in position, but here comes your Echo Slam again! Tiger combining with the Sonic Wave of Quoitfa. Leshrac is down once more. They'll find PPD in the trees. Quoitfa's down with a double kill. Boxy will get another one, and they'll see if they can catch the last retreating hero. One little Bristleback to die. Everyone's staying on top of him. Give him an extra silence as well. Not like he got enough of those, but get through the Crimson Guard into the right side of him. Down for 74 seconds. Buyback is available, but Alliance will finally now go in for Roshan.
Yeah, that time Ace did not BKB in time against the Echo, so he got taken out of the fight. He had to run away really early on. They used so much jumping the Centaur, and it wasn't even really close to killing him off. They call down, they use 3 stuns. He gets 4 staffed once and just stampedes out. When you blow that much of your initiation on a hero and don't kill it, it generally only ends one way. And Alliance are in a really, really good position in this game right now. It's kind of hard to see the avenue of comeback for NIP just because it feels like they only have 2 cores in this game. Fatsa's game has been miserable this time around.
Like, some level of high ground defense would be good, but with Centaur being this strong, he's going to walk up, give all the information, and Troll with Satanic. Like, this Troll is unbelievably strong. Now with an Aegis the Immortal behind him, getting close to finishing up the Mjolnir, I don't know. It seems difficult, to say the least.
Yeah, how are NIP going to get out of the base now is the question. There's a really good aggressive ward bottom placed just now by Insania, so they see this area around the bottom tier 2 tower. They have an Iron Grip on mid. They also have a ward there now. So if they can just keep cutting this top wave as well, they're pushing in all 3 lanes non-stop. And any move out of the base from NIP without smoke is going to fail, and even with smoke, it's a really tall order. There's just so much stuff they have to deal with. This Troll is immortal. Like, he has Aegis and Satanic and BKB. They're not killing him twice. It's just not possible, unless they kill the rest of his team first. So you can't engage on this guy. You realistically aren't going to engage on the Quap either. She has BKB and Blink.
You don't engage on anyone, really, because like Lotus Orb's going to either dispel, or you send the Troll up with the Lotus Orb on him, and he can just take the tier 3 town by himself. Yeah.
Alliance could definitely start poking high ground here. I'm not sure what exactly they're scared of. They're in a super good position. They can also play the map and extend their lead, like, no problem. But I would at least like to see them try to use the Aegis within these next 4 minutes that they have it. Just start poking mid. Like I said, just give him a Lotus Orb and let him hit. What are NIP going to do with him? It's not like they're going to kill him.
They're waiting for the 30-minute bounty runes. This will actually, I think it gives Koitfer enough money that he can afford the full Scythe of Ice.
Yep.
Like, that's
looks about right.
And that's the upside. Committing buyback for it, maybe not as great. And NIP actually going to smoke up inside their own base. Ace is wrapping around the northern side. I'm not certain if he's on a mission to buy.
No, he has nothing to buy. I mean, he can buy a talisman. That's not going to do anything. Okay.
He's cutting the wave on the top, and then he'll have to TP back unless he wants the bounty rune, which was hilarious enough. It's the one rune that Alliance didn't pick up. So hey, mission success.
Here comes the high ground siege.
Yeah,
they have a siege creep.
They have to stop McKay. He's just winding up, and this attack speed goes through the roof. If they don't stop him soon, Lotus Orb, pick up and throw back down again.
That's good enough. They almost took the tower. They can chill and let him heal up with Satanic on one neutral camp and then go again. Reckon that's what they're going to do, or he'll just heal up on the wave. Gyro is
he's gone
transitioned.
He's gone bush. He's gone jungle.
This reminds me of Dota 1 when you could have switch on as a mode, where you could switch teams between the players at any point in the game. He's joined the Dire. Nothing like some good old winning team joiners. Oh man, that was the thing everybody complained about in CS 1.6 servers. When in public servers in CS 1.6 you could swap teams, right? You would get called WTJ if you joined the winning team, swapped over to get a better kill-death ratio.
Did that have to be? It had to be like approved by your teammates though.
No,
or you could just swap approved by somebody else.
I think you could just swap sides unless there were too many players on one side. You couldn't swap to that one. I think that's how it worked.
They're finally going to fortify up, and they're really forced into this. They're trying to buy as much time as they can for Gyro to finish this butterfly. I'm not certain it's really the Hallelujah item for NIP, but that's what he had in the quick buy, at least. That's what he still has there. It's like, okay, well, just defend high ground, boys. Like, I got this. Just give me more time. Brusselback's building into the BKB. He's only a couple of 100 gold away from that. That's one of the reasons why 33 is on the front lines. Also because you've got the Quill Sprays, which just continue to stack on the Troll Warlord. Mid-tower even being denied. 33's got all the damage in the world to do that. Someone eventually going to work out the Gyrocopter is AWOL. Haven't seen him report into base for a while.
There's been a couple of circles drawn by, or attempted circles.
Yeah, they're coming back.
By Insania. Calling out Gyro's got to be up here farming. There's no way that they play like this in their base.
Hey, there's no camps here. There's no camps. Something's wrong. The population has been evacuated.
Oh my god, this troll is so big.
With a double damage rune, 143 plus 274. Sure. And he's going in for Abyssal Blade. At that attack rate, it's going to be a permanent lockdown on whoever he decides to go on.
Yeah. Do they want to use this DD?
He just switched to Skadi, actually. Like yeah, he's switching to Skadi off the Abyssal.
He could maybe get a little bit of damage out on this Rax with the DD, but Alliance are playing it very cautiously. I'm not. Once again, I'm not completely sure what they're scared of.
Ace has finally found the Fidge is going to block him in with the Echo Slam, and Hex arrives in time from Koitfer, and that's one very dead Gyro. But hey, they burn a big ultimate. Gyro's dead for 70 seconds.
And are they going to go high ground now? They actually waited out their own Aegis. They had Aegis for 5 minutes and a huge lead.
What are they waiting for? For a Scythe to actually arrive on Grimstroke?
I mean, it's not like they're
it's on the way.
It's not like they're losing like this. You could argue that it's NIP that should be trying to do something because they are slowly getting starved out. So it's not like what Alliance are doing is not wrong. It's just you feel like maybe there's a little bit of past experience with failing to high ground kicking in, and now they're like, oh, we lost our Aegis, now let's go high ground.
Okay.
Well, Gyro's dead, so they feel safe.
The bind did almost nothing. Sentok can be picked up and brought up to the high ground. Exactly what happens. Boxy trapped in here. Meke, he's actually got a lot of stacks up on top of him, but the Satanic is going to trigger. He could just live steal through almost everything. Boxy gets his own little stun, but Meke needs to back off. 33, he wants to keep the stacks going, and that's a quick bounce back. Well done, Peter. They're out. They took racks.
Yep.
That's what they were waiting for.
They got 1 melee. Now they're going to take the bottom shrine. Looks like Mickey is on to the next objective. And now Alliance have 2 choices. Do we want to try to push another lane while Gyro is alive, or do we want to keep controlling the map and get the next Roshan? I'm not quite sure what NIP are playing for here. They've had a smoke for a long time. If they're waiting for some sort of timing when they think it's going to get easier, I don't think it's going to get easier. Oh, there we finally go. Okay, they're going to smoke behind Ace and hope that Alliance take the bait here.
They were just out of range of the Observer Ward. But this has to be so telegraphed. The creep wave's entering through the bottom lane. They at least get the 35-minute bounty rune, but Tiger took the other one.
Yeah, they got 1 rune. It's not much, but it's honest work. All right, they invaded a little bit. There's no defensive ward for Alliance here, as is to be expected. They're not expecting to get pressured much in their own jungle. They have a read. There's a good, another good drawing here from Insania. And about where the enemy team is, and what's going to happen now is Mika will push in mid, and it will force Alliance back, or NIP back. Actually, no, he's going to TP to his team. They're going to make their own move.
Thought actually NIP would have pushed the tier 2 town, but if Alliance are making their own move, my god, he actually has a scythe 35 minutes in for Grimstroke. Easy enough.
He's super rich. He has 3 wards, 3 sentries, smoked up his team, double force, well, not double force stuff, unless he wants to use it offensively with Soulbind, which can be funny. But yeah, double hex. Koik has a hex, so that's 4 hexes.
Well, sucks to get the hell out of there, man.
He's dead.
Not where he wants to be, Koifa. He's actually dusting. Oh, no, he's going to play the tree line. He glimmer caped after he got hit by the dust and will TP away to safety.
Saksa again, playing the trees.
Father actually tips him. That's his blink dagger. So, Rubik, looking for maybe a nicer steal. If he's able to grab that Echo Slam. I know it's a kind of a tall ask, but
it's not even that.
He needs something big.
He needs Fissure. I think that's the best spell he can steal.
He actually needs Fissure just to split Alliance up.
Echo just doesn't deal that much damage, I think. When you steal Echo Slime, since you don't have Aftershock, you can't chain it with anything, and it can be a good steal on Rubik in the games where you're facing multi-hero lineups that stack on top of each other, or the enemy team has a lot of summons that you can echo off, right? But it's just not that good here. I think the best steals are either Fissure or Soulbind. If he Soulbinds the enemy heroes, maybe they can lay into them with their Gyro Bristleback, and maybe Leshrac can get something done too. He finally has a 10-second BKB, by the way, Fata, so he needs some armor now, I think. He's going Yules.
Looking forward, they realize they're underneath an Observer Ward. Tiger's turning around, looking for his own fight. Quick Sentry Ward being planted down. Tiger able to get that Fissure off on the run, and it will actually be Fissure stolen. Turns it around, gets a stun over on quickly. Grimstroke and Senia needs to die away from Fada. He's trapped in this BKB. Maybe he's got enough life to survive this. No, he doesn't. Meke was right on top of him from the get-go. Grimstroke will still die, and with the Stampede, Alliance look to re-engage, but 33's adding to, they say, human shield for NIP. So Alliance might get what they're looking for. These BKB durations, at this point, they're going to be dropping down pretty low as well.
Yeah.
They're going in again, Insania. You're looking at... 33's the one, the Observer and Sentry. They see Saksha on the back line, instantly blink, Echo Slam. Can Rubik survive? No, he cannot. Meke just secures the kill with one swing of his axe.
And it should prompt them to go high ground again. They will try to force a buyback out of both of these heroes. Rubik doesn't have one. Leshrac does, but really doesn't want to use it here, and make it will get to work. Realistically, they can't kill him because their stuns are dead. So they only have this one homing missile, which is going to nicely get reflected.
Easiest Lotus Orb ever. They'll kill it off before it returns around. Fortification buying some time. Leshrank is back to the world of the living. Doesn't have to commit his buyback at all. Now, Boxy gets the jump in with that Bloodthorn. Bristleback's in a lot of trouble. Vada needs to help out. The call down an ace with the flat cannon. Finally, we're seeing NIP doing some real good damage from up on their high ground. They'll get 2 kills. Mickey canceling his TP away.
That was ugly.
They all grouped up and said, hey, can you hit us?
It was flat out just a misplay. You saw Mika typing my bad in chat after because there was a homing missile that came in and he didn't BKB it. So at the same time that Alliance were jumping in with the Centaur and the Shaker, their troll was stunned. And he wanted to be able to follow up on that during those chain stuns, just get 1 or 2 kills immediately. But he got delayed. A little bit of a failure there from Alliance, but honestly, they have so much of a buffer that it doesn't really matter just yet.
Look how fast they move. NIP into the pit, Dire scanned it out, so Alliance will be very aware of this, but no Echo Slam. Centaur's going to buy it back, but NIP, they've got to commit to this. Mickey, he's running in right underneath that sentry board. So NIP knew they've already taken half of the life off Roshan. They kind of need to get back in there. They just lost all their nasal goose stacks on him too. Got great vision on the northern side of Roshan, but they need to get a pick off if they want to go back in.
Mickey is scouting it. He might just try to solo it, honestly.
The Observer and Sentry sees
like
him moving. Observer Sentry also sees the TP onto the Shrine. Boxy's coming forward. Lotus Orb will protect him. Everything just gets sent back around again. ES control for the moment. And maybe they actually have enough to kill off Tiger. 33's on top of him, combining with Fada, but the BKBs have already been committed. It's a 1-1 trade-off. But you're happy, it's just a Chen. Goifa, he'll jump in with his own BKB. There's only going to be Blink stalling out, but the damage output combining with the cooldown. Now it's Ace's turn from the low ground. You've got the run out from Boxy, but the damage, it should be enough. It is from Ace. Goifa's already got himself a double kill, and Ace is TPing away to safety. There's the long death times on both ES and Centaur. They die once again. Over 100 seconds on Centaur.
Oh, I wondered if they were going to do this. I think this is the best play on the map that they have. Buy back the Bristleback and go again.
Yep.
Try to get the Roche with these 2 heroes dead. See if you can get it for yourself instead of this troll. And if Alliance make a misstep here and you get a good fight out of it, this could be a little bit of a way back into the game for NIP. Gaben is slowly giving them a chance of winning. We've gone from about 0 to 5, so that's good.
Yeah, if you're leaning closer to your monitor, actually see that number.
Yeah, I'm very blind and old, like Nahas. Looks like Roche is...
Casual gray shade.
They can't do it.
No,
the Shaker just got his buyback. If that buyback doesn't come out from Taiga, I actually think they take it.
But they kind of need to commit to this. You've picked up the Vlads on 33. He got this just for this whole engagement. But now Mickey, he's going to go in, look towards Roshan, and now it's turning to a point where they have to contest the fissure. It's keeping 33 out. They can't get inside the pit.
Nice figure.
So it's just Aegis the Immortal into the hands of Mickey, and Queen of Pain grabs the cheese, and Alliance are out. What a perfect line wall. They built it up.
That's so...
That's watertight.
It's so crucial that he gets the gold for that buyback. I think when he had 40 seconds left on respawning, he didn't have buyback, and then he got it just in time for them to make that play. Crucial moment there from Taiga. Nice fissure to just make things completely safe. Aegis goes on the back of Troll again. He's going to backpack his Diffusal Blade. I wonder if they should have given him the Aegis. Who else was in the pit with Troll? Was it
Queen?
the Queen?
Queen, and she took the cheese.
I think it could have given the Aegis to Queen. But I understand from the sieging perspective that you want to put it on the troll so he can just hit the towers. But at the same time, he really shouldn't be dying.
But he's going to start with the silver
with all
edge.
the protection.
Like he's going to nail with the silver edge, try and bring down the Bristleback, and be that sacrifice at the beginning, and then just switch it in later. I get you, man. Diffusal was his starting item that really just started causing problems for NIP. Now MKB completed for the Troll Warlord. Not like he's got enough items.
Oh, he sold the Diffusal.
He actually lost the entire thing for MKB. Yeah, he did.
How much evasion do the Radiant heroes have? Bristleback has the Halberd and
the Butterfly
Butter on Jara. Yeah, okay. That's
and see the change in the mindset now. Now they didn't get Roshan, it's Divine Rapier being queued up on Ace.
Yeah, he needs it for sure.
Yeah.
It's the one chance they have coming back is like a big flat cannon fight.
He was trying to go for the MKB first. I think if they took Roshan, they probably would have gone down that road. Now Meke, up to the high ground. God of Atos, instantly BKBs up. They want to kill off 33, running forward.
God,
and 2 minutes on the sideline. Fada's already left. This game does feel like it's over at this point.
My Bristleback just died from the back. I'm fucking done.
Oh, yeah, I think this game is actually over right now. No, 2 minutes without a Bristleback. They don't have a frontliner anymore.
I think Fata has wanted to get out of this game since minute 15. So I think this is about time now to just call it, get on to next game.
Yep.
They can't fight without Bristle. This game, realistically, the game is over now already.
Yeah,
he has no buyback for 2 minutes.
You know, if we had cameras on the players at the moment, like they're not even sitting in their chairs anymore.
I guess his PC crashed.
Maybe.
Tech.
Maybe. Yeah, we
Right,
see see nothing from where we are.
Well, it does look like he's reconnecting at least. So.
Hey, here's our cameras. Oh no, I'm here. I'm here.
There we go.
A lot of smiles on the Alliance side. Hey!
All right. PPD's ready.
Okay, they need their fluids. Alliance is not. They're having a beverage before the end of this game. This is called a drinks break. We're playing a game of cricket right now. Calling for bad light. And we're back into the world of the live. As they're diving in. Well, Rax back inside the game, silenced up, but this is the bottom lane of Rax that Alliance will take. They can rotate up towards the top because there is no tier 2 tower. But NIP, if you are mounting a defense at any point, this is probably going to be that point. Smoke up
How
from
do you
Alliance.
possibly defend without Bristleback? He's been the reason they've held
Rod of
for this
Atos,
long.
look for the stun, maybe while the BKBs are down. Lotus Orbis protecting Meke, but remember, so is the Aegis, the Immortal. He's got Immortality to do the work. A jump in the back lines, Rubik at least gets the stun into that line, but now it's Koi, but they jump out with the Echo Slam. The double fissure stun. Double buybacks, Lashrak and Rubik are back into the game. But for how long? Meke still got the Aegis, the Immortal. He burned Satanic and BKB previously, so his life is already looking pretty damn good. Ace, now it's his turn with the flag cannon. How much damage have you got, Ace? Show me the money. Show me something. Show me anything other than death. I got shown death. NIP, they've lost top lane of Rax. They've lost game 1. GG. Alliance claim it. It took 44